I almost recused myself from this one because I actually kind of know some of the people involved in the film October Baby, but if you're going to be honest and critique movies about people you don't know, then I probably should do the same with including movies of people that I might know. This is a faith-based film, October Baby, about a young woman and her discovery of her life story and how that relates to the topic of abortion. And this is very much a movie that deals with that topic. Right off the bat, why don't I give it some love, give it some praise, just for dealing with a topic that is difficult to deal with. The abortion topic is one that most people would rather just kind of be hands-off on because it's so divisive on both sides, and I think our culture is about ready to take this one head on again. I really think this culture is coming to a point where people will begin to discuss what abortion is, whether it's immoral or moral, or what the consequences are on human rights and the rights of the unborn child. All that kind of stuff I think is really going to come to a head in the next few years. And it won't be easy, but it will start to happen, and I think this movie deserves praise for at least addressing some of those topics. Now, does it fall into a lot of the other traps that faith-based films have fallen into? Yes. This is not a wonderfully made movie. Each baby, the Bible says, is beautifully and wonderfully made in their mother's womb. This movie, unfortunately, was not. The acting is subpar at best. Really hurts in the editing department. It just feels clunky and poorly put together. The pacing seems very much off. The sound editing seems very much off. And normally I wouldn't mention something like that, except in this movie, there's that thing that happens where you can tell that two shots are shot on different settings or with different noises nearby, because when it cuts from one shot to another, the background noise changes. It just feels very clunky and put together in a very slapshod way in a lot of ways. And that's not untypical for these faith-based films. The way these films make it is because they deal with topics in a way that a certain group of people want to hear them dealt with. And that's how this movie will succeed. If it succeeds, is because people believe in what it says and what the message is. And very much a message in this movie about finding who you are and about what that means, and really about being wanted. The overall theme of this movie is, are you wanted? Who wants you? And what does that mean in your life? October Baby is a movie that goes for a lot of emotion. It really kind of goes for those heartfelt things. And unfortunately, maybe because of the way I watch movies, I just couldn't feel it. I couldn't get into it. I believed in a lot of what they were saying, but I couldn't buy in emotionally because of how distracting the movie was. Now, I watch movies with a critical eye. And in fact, when I watch a faith-based film, because I am a Christian, I probably watch it with an even more critical eye. And that's probably not fair, but it's real. It's legitimate. I do that. And this was one that, in my opinion, didn't stand up to that critical eye. The end of October Baby, one thing, let's end on a positive note. If you stay till the credits begin, right after the credits begin, there's a little almost documentary thing that happens that I would highly encourage you to stay tuned for. It involves one of the actresses in the movie and kind of her story and how it relates to the movie. In fact, during the credits was the most powerful moment of the movie. Happened during the credits. It's almost as if they should have just made a documentary and put that on the screen rather than trying to tell a dramatic story. So stick around to the credits, and maybe then the emotion will hit home.